Do you ever see pictures of a motocross track on social media and think, man, that's just some beautiful dirt, and you pine after that dirt and you want to ride in that dirt? Well, today's the day. We are out here at MX191 in Milton, Florida, just east of Pensacola, to check out the beautiful dirt that they have that they're always posting on social media and making me want to ride at. I want to ride this track. If you've not been to my channel before, welcome. My name is Alex with WeRideTwo. I like to travel around the country to go to different motocross tracks to let you know what to expect when you get there. We're going to talk about things like how many tracks they have out here at MX191, what the dirt is like, what the conditions are like, really what the track can bring for you if you were to come out here and ride. Look at that dirt. It's just so pretty. It's so well groomed. It's a mix of Georgia clay with Florida sand. Truly the Florida-Georgia line of motocross right here. Drove in from Houston last night, stayed in Pensacola. Now we're unloading, getting ready to ride. Look at this cool little toy. Check it out. Check it out. Let's see, where should we drop in at? I think up and around makes the most sense, not going on the first turn. So this is my very first sight lap out here. I love to do my sight laps for a few reasons, but one main reason is so that I can be slow and not have you guys say, oh man, why are you so slow? This is my sight lap. But then also you get my first experience with the track. I know nothing about the layout. I know nothing about what comes what after which jump. And the first impressions, I gotta say, this is a really wide track. I love wide tracks. You always feel a bit safer on a wide track. Oh, I dropped my camera for a second. Ruts in really nice. A lot of the jump takeoffs are fairly blind, so on your first lap, make sure, like me, you're rolling everything. But I gotta say, everything's very rollable. Nothing's too peaked or sketchy. Very well prepared track. Don't know what's where yet. Whee! Very soft. This mixed in sand makes for a really cool composite. That's one lap. I'm gonna pull off and talk about it for a second. Very first impressions, this is a very cool track. The jumps are really big, but they're really safe. So if you're not wanting to send it, you could totally just send it as far as you want. Or you could roll it. It's totally up to you. The sand is awesome mixing the clay. It's nice and tacky, but also loose enough that you wish you had good tread. If you don't have good tread, you're gonna slide around quite a bit. I love this like double section. This is pretty cool. Obviously I'm treating them like rollers, but it's still really cool. Oh, this dirt is so nice. And it's so wide. This is such a cool track. Man, that is a cool track. I love the dirt. The dirt is just so nice. Steven said it's a bit wet. I think what he means is it's actually soft. It is soft because it's got that Florida sand mixed in. I talked with the owner a bit about the dirt composite. He goes to the back of the property, pulls up a bunch of clay and mixes it in with this sand. So On the bulk of the property, it's just like Florida sugar sand. But when he mixes in that organic clay, it clumps in real nice. It holds that moisture really well, and it provides cool, fun traction. In talking with the owner, they've been at this facility for 6 years. They've done a fantastic job. It is really just one guy who's built and maintained this entire facility. They are looking to expand it. They're looking to build an additional track for an intermediate style rider. They're looking to add in RV spots with electrical hookups and whatnot. So this track is not done. This track is still growing. This track is still going to improve. So stay tuned on their social media. They are very active on that. They'll be making posts about any changes, track conditions, all those types of things. I'll link all that down below in the description. Some things that I really like about the main track is how wide it is and how many options you have for lines. You could go inside, outside, anywhere in between. It's super wide. It's over 20 feet wide in some sections. All of the jumps are very consistent. There's no gaps or peaks. There's nothing that's really going to boot you up in the air too much. I have been told by a few of the riders today that this can be a bit of an intimidating track for a beginner, but they've got that beginner track you can go out there and learn on. But the jumps themselves all typically have this step down to them. Even though you can roll them, that can be a bit gut-wrenching for somebody who's never done a jump before. So keep that in mind if you've never been on a dirt bike track before. There are currently 2 tracks out here at MX191. There's the main track, which you've just seen me ride, but there's also the kids track. The kids track seems really cool. It's 20 feet wide. It is very clean. It is very well laid out. Let's go do a lap of it on the Mantis and see what it's like. Oh, I've got it in eco mode. Let's change that. I'm afraid I'm going to tip over on this thing. So awkward, so little. Hey, this is a really cool track though. It is pretty sandy, so I don't know that true peewees on like Stasics would be okay out here, but I think they'd be all right. They do have irrigation set up around the track as well. When I talked with the owner about this track, he said nobody in the area has a kids track near as big as this. Oh, I like this. This is cool. My son might like this too, but it does look like it gets a bit rutted in some of the turns like this one. So that might be a tip over point for some little ones. But generally, this is an awesome big track. I like this. This is cool. All right, that's a lap. There are typically 2 types of ratings I like to give to a facility when I come to it for the first time. 1 is how much I would pay to ride there, and 2 is how far would I drive to get to a facility like this if I were local. Got Steven over there. I don't know if I can zoom in enough on post camera, but he's had a blast out here, but he's done after a few motos. This track is a bit much for him. I'm gonna call him old and call him out in this video, so hope your kids enjoy that too. I'd say with its current amenities, MX191 is about a 2.5 hour drive track. I would be very comfortable driving 2.5 hours to this track, paying the money, riding my laps, and having a good time. They do run sessions for big bikes and small bikes. Keep that in mind if you want to just come out and do an open ride. It has not inhibited my day at all today. They're doing 40 minutes of big bikes, 20 minutes of little bikes, but you've got the other track too that the kids can bounce back and forth on if you've got kids that want to ride. It is currently $40 to ride out here. I can't believe I said that. It's $30 to ride at MX191. Totally worth $40, but $30 is even better. It is a cash-only facility on site, or you can pay online using a credit card at mxtix.com. I'll put the website for that below as well. They have that on their links on social media. That way you can pay in advance. It's well worth the $40 to me. I think that this is an awesomely maintained facility, and I love how much work they're putting into the dirt itself and keeping the track consistent, whether that be the watering or the grooming. They're doing a lot of work to keep this a smooth and fun track, and a safe track too at that. When they add the additional track, the drive time and the cost value will go up. I think it'll be a much better facility at that point. Not that there's anything wrong with it right now, but it'll have a bigger draw for more people if you've got varying degrees of skill levels in your group that want to come ride. There's a ton of shade out here. If you get here early enough, you can park under the big trees. We've been parked under this little tree all day and it's been great. There's not currently any electrical hookups. There's no water out here. but there are porta potties, so you can come out here. They do offer camping. I believe it's $25 a night for just rough camping. It could be a fun weekend for sure. Hopefully this kind of video is helpful for you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you're in the Florida or Georgia or Alabama area, I'm traveling all over Florida right now, building out my repository of different track videos. I'll link the playlist here for those videos. Check them out, have some fun, go ride some more, stay safe, and I'll see you at the next track.